camping trip before the baby's born. We actually went camping for a few days with our entire family over in the mountains by Mount Rainier, and now we're headed back, and I thought it'd be fun to give you a little update about what's been going on. So first off, the exciting part, the baby. We're now 35 weeks along and the baby's doing great and growing really big. And we're really excited about meeting him in about 4 weeks. And we're not really ready yet. And I don't know if it's because he's our third child and we kind of know now that you don't need a lot to get started, or is it because the motorhome is so small and we have to basically rearrange all our stuff to fit the baby stuff. But as of yet we haven't really prepared anything, and I'm just now starting to feel like it's time to get going. So I have a feeling that right after we get home I'm gonna start looking at baby clothes and trying to figure out how to organize them and everything. So it'll be quite exciting. And just last night I realized that John and I actually have to find our backpacks that we use to pack our hospital bag, because that wasn't even on my list of stuff to do. It's so easy to forget all the little things and it's just an afterthought really, but I guess it's getting close to the time where we need to start thinking about getting ready for actually going to the hospital and stuff. And the boys have been so sweet too. Sammy is really excited about becoming a big brother again. I mean, this time he's old enough to understand that we're gonna have another baby. Last time when Theo was born, he was 2 years old and he didn't quite get the whole thing, but this time around he understands, and so it's just so sweet. He mentions the song that he's gonna sing to his little baby brother, and every evening he says that he needs to kiss the baby, and so he just gives my tummy a kiss, and he's just really excited. He's talking about how he's gonna be a big helper, and I believe that this time around we're gonna have a lot of help with the baby. And then Theo is also being so cute in that once in a while he'll just rub his tummy and he'll say, "Baby!" So he thinks he's having a baby too. Which in a way is true, you know, he gets a baby brother, but it's just cute to see that he's trying to understand what's going on, and I'm just so excited for our two boys to have a baby brother. I feel like they're gonna fit so well together and just gonna be so close, and I just can't wait to see who our baby turns out to be as he grows and how he's gonna be with his brothers, and just oh, it's so exciting. As far as the remodel plans for the motorhome before the baby comes, we mentioned some plans that we have in a previous video, and so far the only thing that got done is our bedroom. We have a new king-size bed that is just so great. I mean, what's there not to love? More space, and it's way more comfortable. So we got that part done, and then as soon as we get home from this trip, John is going to start working on the over-the-cab area for Sammy. We've been calling it the loft. That's what Sammy calls it, and he's so excited about having his bed up there and a little space of his own. And we're excited because once Sammy is able to move up to his new loft, then we can move Theo down from his crib to the toddler bed, I suppose you could call it that. We're hoping to have a couple weeks of adjustment period before the baby's born so that we can get our boys used to a new bedtime routine. We're gonna be quite busy in these last few weeks before baby arrives, but oh my gosh, it's just so exciting. I can hardly believe sometimes that we're so close. This whole pregnancy has been going by so fast. It's like with Sammy, when we were pregnant with Sammy, it felt like every day I was aware of every day passing by, and then with Theo I was aware of weeks passing by because I was much more busy with a toddler, you know, to take care of. And now it just feels like whole trimesters just fly by, and it's just crazy. It's like it feels like we have so much time before he's born, and then suddenly you realize, oh no, it's just for weeks. And we have quite a few projects that we want to finish, but in the end, even if he was born today, I think we could handle it. I mean, their model can happen later on. We can get all the baby stuff storage figured out. So, you know, it wouldn't be like a horrible thing either. We just do more organizing with baby at hand. I do wonder sometimes how we're gonna do bringing a newborn into such a tiny space. I mean, we had that experience already with Theo when he was a newborn. We had him in our motorhome, and yeah, it was a little bit rough at the beginning because we're basically in one room all together, and it was really rough with sleeping especially. I mean, Sammy did really good. My fear was that he was going to be waking up every time the baby cried, which thankfully wasn't the case. He pretty much slept through all Theo's waking up all night. But the nap times during the day were much harder because you know what it's like in a motorhome. Even if you're trying to be quiet, but you're walking through it, it starts bouncing around, and then if you have a toddler and they run through it, it's sort of like a boat on the sea. So it keeps rocking, and you know, it's hard to keep a 2-year-old quiet for an hour or two for the baby to nap. And so Theo ended up not getting very long naps. I guess my only concern about having a newborn in our motorhome, again, is that now we have 2 toddlers in the same small space, and I'm not sure how it's gonna work. So it'll be interesting to try and work out all the nap schedule and stuff. I think Sammy this time around could be quiet, you know, have some more quiet time. But now we have Theo, who is a 2-year-old, and we can't expect him to be quiet for an hour or 2 at a time. So we'll keep you updated on how it's going. I mean, it's gonna be a trial and error thing, I think. But honestly, that's the only thing that I'm not quite sure how we're gonna cope with, having a newborn in the motorhome. Everything worked out just fine with Theo, and so I expect it to be this way with this one too. As I mentioned, we're doing our last trip as a family of 4, and I really can't wait until we get to do our first trip as a family of 5. We're hoping to go out a couple times still this summer and early autumn, so it's gonna be exciting to bring another little one along. I do hope he loves car seats, which has not been the case with our other 2. They pretty much screamed bloody murder for the first 3 months of their life in the car. So hopefully this little one loves his car seat and sleeps like a baby in it. But either way, we're gonna just do a couple short trips, not too far away, just in case. But I can't wait. I think that this lifestyle of traveling is just so great with little kids and with kids. And I just can't wait to show that to our little one. And so I'm just really excited for this new adventure that we're starting. I don't feel like having 3 little ones will make it harder or much difference really in going on trips. And I'm just excited for it. It's just a new adventure, and we'll bring you along. Alright, so that's where we're at with our baby preparations, and I have a feeling that if we hurry, John and I might just enjoy a cup of morning coffee together before the boys wake up. I'll see you later. Bye!